The Cowboy of Toulouse. Hello, my name is Bastien, I am French and I am currently 18 years old. Since I was little, me and our brother have come very often to our grandparents who live a few kilometers from Toulouse. Ever since I was little, I have been told that a homeless man sleeping in his car by the river walks in the village with no real purpose. I was always told to be wary of him because he seems to be shady given his past, 1 year in prison for violence against his father. He is very recognizable given that he always wears a cowboy hat, my family and so we nickname him the Cowboy. The Cowboy has repeatedly accosted young girls, which is very strange since he allegedly asked them to come in his car to have sex. Personally, I have never been frightened even though I have encountered it many times during my walks during the day. Until this summer day 2023. So last year, I had and still have the habit of walking around this village but it has always been during the day, so I decided one day to go out around 1 a.m. I walk quietly towards the edge of the river for the walk. When I see an old red car in the distance, by the river, I can see the Cowboy in the distance, because there is a light in his car and I can see his hat. He doesn't see me so I decide to turn around. I barely take 10 steps when I hear the sound of his car door suddenly closing. So I slowly turn around and see him staring at me. It was honestly the most terrifying look I have ever seen. It was empty and very unhealthy. I don't know why, but I decided to shout at him, "Everything is okay?" I have no answer. After 30 seconds, I decided to leave when suddenly I heard him running in my direction. He ran extremely fast surprisingly, since he must have been around 40 years old. I run and turn to try to escape him and as I run, I see a metal object in his hands. The adrenaline is building in me, so I manage to outrun him and manage to return to my grandparents. It's not over, because looking out the window, I see him walking, turning his head in all directions, as if he were trying to look for me. I honestly didn't really realize what had happened to me so I wasn't too scared, even if in hindsight it could have really escalated. To this day I have never met him again. I always remember his gaze staring at me, his gaze was so icy. And I have never told this story to anyone. Now, the image of any cowboy directly makes me think of him, of the crazy Cowboy of Toulouse.